Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Football Manager 2017. We're playing as Ayr United, and in a week we have a match against Queen of the South. We're currently 3rd ranked in the Championship League. Queen of the South is ranked 6th overall, which to me is not a big difference. Again, we got to remember that on paper a lot of these teams are considerably stronger than we are. So we do have to pay them a certain amount of respect, especially since it's going to be an away game for us, which makes everything a lot harder. So, I don't know if we've got our... Do we have a tactics report yet? No. So let's make sure we get a team report first. I mean, it always gets scheduled automatically, but this will give me more time to think about it. We've got 7 days in there. The other thing is that right around the corner, we do have our the trading window. The transfer window opens up. So looking at our team... what I'm thinking is that we're actually going to shop around for a central defender. We want to replace Mr. Ballatoni, an excellent player that we've really relied on a lot, but unfortunately we weren't able to negotiate a new contract with him, which I'm very, very sad about. I should have prioritized negotiating his contract maybe before a few others, because we're basically just out of budget space by the time I got around to it. I mean, now I have more budget because of some things that have changed, but that's the way it is. That being said, we are trading him away for something like 60K in transfer fees, which means I don't think that has registered yet, so I think we will get more. I don't know, may already consider that, because we have transfer budget right now, so I'm willing to bet, and we have a higher wage budget. Maybe it did take in Ballatoni's transfer already, because yes, we only get a portion of the transfer revenue to be used by us. The rest of it goes to, paying off debt and various things like that. So I'm thinking it may have already taken place. I'm not sure. But let's assume that it has, which means I've got about 11K to play with. I mean, more if I lower the budget, but I also have to pay whoever I hire. So I could get a little bit more transfer budget. I suppose around here, we still have about $1,000 worth of wage budget to do, and then $38,000 for hiring. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of room. So here's what we're going to look at. In the scouting over here, no, we're going to do a quick search for... Actually, you know what? I'll just do it this way. Yeah, get rid of the value. I guess we'll leave that wage thing. That's fine in there. And yeah, we're going to be looking for a central defender. Is there anything else I want to say? I would like to probably say... actually, I don't need to filter. Yeah, this is fine. At this point, we're going to be fine. What I want to do, first of all, is find anyone who's completely unknown. Whoops. Like this. So all these central defenders that are completely unknown. Well, there's a lot of them. Okay, I guess we will have to go and tune this a little bit more. It's not by attribute that I want. How do I just add... Oh, there we go. Let's see. First of all, yeah, at most 33 is fine. And what I would like also is for scouting, this is sort of a little irrelevant, but not really. I do want to make sure that the scout recommendation, scout's opinion of the player's best position. Can I look for a scout's recommendation for a position? Oh, well, I guess best position. Oh, I see. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I was looking for a quality. So I guess just scout recommendation. No, I want... Where's, like, the potential or not breakdown? Potential. Ability. Is at least good. Oh, but then it does filter out the ones that I don't know about. Okay, so let's go ahead with this list. So this is going to show me all central defenders who are less than 33. And that's too many. All right, let's use a quick search after all. We kind of want a first-team player. Or, maybe a hot prospect's going to be fine. For central defender, yes, next. Current ability. So these are the things I want. I want someone who's at least a 3-star right now. Do we want someone who'll develop? I'm going to leave it at 3, and then we'll decide there. So that's going to be fine. Okay. Wow, that really whittled the list down quite a bit. Central defender. Oh, this is just for young people. Oh, I guess because of the hot prospect thing. So let me get rid of that. 42 players found. Okay, so this seems like a much more reasonable number. I think it's because of the potential ability filter. I don't know what it is. So we're going to go and box select all these fellows. Anyone who's got a really long-term injury, 3 to 6 days is fine. 6 to 8 weeks, we can kind of deal with, actually. 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, these guys are all fine. I want to get an initial scouting report on all these. So get a scouting report. We'll get some initial numbers there, and then we'll see how that goes. We got to be a bit careful about the value. There might be some people in here with too high value, and some of them, even with the value that is manageable, their asking price might be too high. But for now, this is fine. This is going to be a very fast operation. So let's go ahead and skip ahead a wee bit over here. 18 denies errors, a dirty team. We're not a dirty team. And no offers for Michael Rose. Michael Rose is one of our central defenders over here, but he's really not that high up, and I really want to free a little bit of his salary over here so that we can get a stronger central defender over here. Did we get our scouting report on Queen of the South? Did that come in yet? It's in, like, there's just a giant list of email. Okay, there is. So they like to play a 4-1-2-3 DM wide. Although, there's more chances against than for with that, which is kind of interesting. They mostly face 4-4-2, obviously, and actually they tend to do fairly poorly with it. So a 4-1-2-3 DM wide. Is that going to show me a preview over here? Holy crap, they've got some players who've been doing very well. Mr. Dobby over here, the house elf, is crushing it at a 7.19 performance, but then Anderson also doing really, really well. Do we know anything about you? You're actually not very fast, nor do you have a lot of acceleration. If we just keep you marked the entire game, that should shut you down, right? We don't have to mark you with someone fast. That's interesting. Now, how do we... goals, there we go. Let's sort by goals over here. So their goals are coming in from Dobby and Anderson of their starting people, and they've got some subs and stuff like that. So Dobby and Anderson, if we shut these two folks down, then probably that'll be okay. That's very interesting. So what do we want to do strategy-wise? What do we want to do with our tactics? So get the 4-4-2 diamond narrow, which could have the ball-winning midfielder in the midfielder, or he could sit, half back over here as a possibility. How would we counterattack these guys? I guess we kind of want to go wider because they've got a lot more density in the middle, but exposure over the flanks. So now we are going to be playing away. So I think maybe counter mentality. Because again, their team should actually be pretty good. I think what I'll do is, if I go to the right tab again, this is going to be the more offensive one. This is meant to be the more defensive one, I think. So let's make sure this one is set to counter. And I don't think play-out defense makes sense as much with the counter. Mixed passing is going to be fine. We'll go maybe to normal tempo. That's going to be okay. And keep the low crossing in there. I think that's going to be all right. And yeah, I think what I'll do is move Geegan back. Or who's the ideal? It is Geegan, isn't it, for the ball-winning midfielder? Oh, he's not as comfortable being this far back. Mr. Doherty is actually a lot more comfortable sitting back here. And how's your speed? Acceleration and pace, like, easily outruns Dobby. We might tell you to just specifically stay marked on him all the time. Now, Crane, I think I'm going to tell you to play more aggressively here. Instead of defense mode, you're going to be told to go and attack. We're going to try to run up the flanks a little bit. Nikki Devlin, you are also going to be set to, you're going to be set to support. And I don't think any other changes have to be made. Yeah, a little bit more defensively minded with Doherty, which is going to be okay, but he'll still connect up for some passes up the middle. But if we can dump something off to one of the flanks, that would be nice. I don't think I'm going to set anyone wider than this. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. This is what we're going to start off with. And if the start of the game goes well, or we hold them, if we're going into, say, 0-0 at the half, to me that says that we're in a good position, even though we're playing away, and then we'll probably move into more of a control mentality instead of counter. But I think this is going to be a good start. So we get some good people to counter their offense if we can. Okay, so we're going to wait for more of these scouting reports to come in. Probably another 2 days for them to all get in there. So our inbox is just going to get filled with stuff. Excellent. They probably asked us somewhere in there to do the under 20s. What are we gonna do? Attacking set pieces? I don't know. So we're going control minded. I kind of want to focus on defensive positioning in this match. Again, I may be falling into the trap that we play too defensively, but I want to make sure that the wider position and the fact that they've gotten some people with good performance. I mean, not a ton of goals, although if we look at our own squad goals, and we've been scoring more, but that's not really a surprise. Oh, 14 on Sean McKenzie, who's not even, he's someone we loaned out. Now, the one down thing with this particular strategy or tactic that we've got going on here is that Thomas isn't as far forward, and he has been our top goal scorer. But the thing is, it's not like this instruction makes him shoot less often. He's just not going to be quite as deep. McGuffey here. Advance forward or poacher. Dribble more, get further forward, moving the channels. I mean, there's not as many channels. I wonder if we want to change anything here. It's interesting that poacher's not quite as far forward. I don't know, I think we'll leave that in there. That's going to be okay. All right, well, let's go with this. I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong here? Craig Moore is still out with the flu, if I recall correctly. Okay, we're getting more scout reports. Have we got them all in? Okay, now we've got them all in. So now the interesting thing to do is, so we get the recommendation, which is based on skill plus, I think, valuation and all sorts of things. Hamadu over here is quite high up in the list, possibly because he's just a free transfer. We actually don't know anything about him. Okay, I'm going to sort by value here. Any other free transfers? Let's just sort twice. 2 of them. So first of all, you two, since you're free, let's make it a top priority. We want to know everything about you. I don't need to know the match highlights, though. That's going to be okay. After that, we've still got it sorted by value, which isn't necessarily the trade price. We might... I'm wondering if I should put a wage filter in here, because I don't know if we can afford to pay $1 billion to some of these people. Again, these are the current wages, not what we might expect to have to pay. Martin Canning. Wage demands could drop, actually, depending on what role we're looking to put them in, which is an interesting question. All right, well, the high recommended people, what's your injury like? 3 to 4 months? No. The people with really high recommendation, you might be too expensive. You're fine. You've just got a mild injury, right? Yeah, returning immediately. So let's do this. This. These should be manageable if we tune our wage balance a little bit. Some of these might be as well. What's your injury? 6 to 12 or 8 to 12 days. Okay, let's do something like this. So with these guys, we'll go and get a full knowledge report on these guys. Well, you know what? 2 weeks probably be sufficient. We'll probably be doing our trade by then anyway. So that's going to be okay. Let's keep going down here. Just looking at people. Well, some of these wages are high, but who knows? Maybe they're really got a lot of potential. Okay, a few more in there, and we'll add you to 2 weeks. Okay, so we'll get a lot more knowledge by watching them play, watching them practice, that sort of thing, and then see what kind of blanks they might fill in. Okay, I think that's all the scouting changes I'm going to make. We'll try to just advance forward 3 days to our match against Queen of the South. Hopefully no one injures themselves in training or anything like that. Strength, positioning, anticipation all help with marking. Absolutely, makes sense. Oh, lots of international games going on right now. I'm like, why is this day taking so long? And then I'm seeing, like, the country codes. All right, you're going to start scouting a bunch of people. That's fine. Hopefully they're not, like, too distributed. But, like, there's not that many games each day. Oh, no! Doohan's taken an injury in training. Well, we're gonna take you out of that. That's gonna be okay. Greg Fleming, who's got no morale because we never play him, and our other goalkeeper, we're gonna bring Jordan Hart over here as a substitute. So Greg, is gonna be starting for us. He might be a little rusty. Actually, well, his sharpness isn't as high as it wants. It would be nice. I still think Ross is a better goalkeeper, but I don't know. It might not actually matter that much. Can I do a comparison here? Compare with. I don't remember the difference. Right? Ross we've got in on a loan over here. So Craig is the green on the left. He's got better physical, but less shot stopping, less aerial, better communication. But yeah, so mental, speed, shot stopping, and aerial all goes towards Ross Doohan. The only thing Greg's got is the physical and the communication, which apparently is a thing. So yeah, I think it's fine that normally we start with Duhin, but, you know, Fleming is fine. It's mostly the same. Falkirk eases to victory. Ah, that's a damn shame, because if we look at the competition list, Falkirk's got an extra 3 points in there. And we're definitely in competition with them. Tactical advice, I'm going to ignore that. Preparation, yeah, fine. So our match is tomorrow. Transfer window is opening soon. Probably won't trade immediately to start. We'll probably continue to do a bunch of scouting in this category and then trade later in the transfer window. Although it could mean that someone gets snatched up. Well, I mean, that's not entirely true because negotiation can happen anytime. It's just the actual transfer from one team to the other happens during the transfer window. But I suspect that's when more negotiation happens as well. Okay, that's fine. Continue. Big trades happening. Damn you, Falkirk. Why did you have to book a win in your game? So yeah, they're one match ahead. So if we win, we'll be tied again. But we've got a big ass to win while we're away here. Okay, we're going to ignore you again. Okay, submitting team. So we're going to do with this team. Everyone is fine here. Craig Moore. Oh, Craig Moore is over his flu. His condition isn't maxed out yet, so he just got better. I don't think we're going to start him. Do we want to have you ready to come in as a sub? I think we will. I'm going to bring you in as a sub potentially over Nisbet and just get you to play at the end, and we'll see how that goes. 2 people still on yellow card warnings. Fair enough. Nicky on the right. Still only rated at 2 stars, but hopefully he will get better as time goes on. Okay, I think we're going to go for it. Submit team. Queen of the South being the favorite, especially being at home like this is a surprise. Not the best way, isn't it? Oh, I don't know what the weather was like. My players can adapt. A little bit of weather isn't going to affect us. I'm a little concerned, to be honest. Okay, so continued opposition instructions. So what we were going to do is Dobby, we were going to mark him tightly because he's not very fast. That's great. Anderson, someone else we need to keep an eye on. Big score. Potential for a lot of speed. I don't know if we can mark him, because he might drag my players out of position. I guess the question becomes, who's on that flank? So that's their right, so it's my left. So we're talking about Crane maybe over there. If I recall correctly, Crane's actually got a lot of speed. He's set to be attacking, but that's okay. It means Crane moves forward quite a bit on the offense, but on the defense, he can move back and start to mark Anderson, I think, with a lot of speed. I think Crane's got it, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We could make more aggressive tackling, but I don't know about that. Biabi over here, let's take a look at you. Yeah, you're very fast. Now, I don't remember Nicky Devlin. Nicky, who's going to be on the other side. What's your speed like? Actually really good. Now, those, where's opposition instructions? Now, these guys are wingers. They're probably going to move in when the play starts, but I think that's okay. Oh, that's right. I was going to get, and I was probably going to tell Doherty specifically mark Dobby as much as possible. Then Marshall and Hamill over here, we're going to do the thing where if they do have the ball and they're making a play, we're going to get them to close down. We'll probably even tackle them hard. Just shut them down from doing the flank. I don't want to tackle hard in the box here because it can lead to a penalty kick, but on the flanks, it's not too bad. Okay, that's all right. Listen, I'm going to be, like, go out there and impress me. Ooh, that could have been a little bit better. Faith in you. I have faith in you. And what the hell, we'll do it across the board. Okay, that's good. Tactics. Doherty. Edit. You are going to specifically mark, yes, Stephen Dobby, the center striker. Stick to him like glue. All right. I think we start the match. Again, we are currently on counter mentality, and we'll see how that goes. Starting off in possession, trying to look for an opening. Carrying in the middle, over to Geegan. Oh, and then I guess that was the it of our impressive forward moves here. Hamill on the other side gets a yellow card right away. Is very interesting because he might not be able to defend quite as hard. So do we actually want to do something about that? Because if I recall correctly, he's actually one of the flanks, right? He is their right flank, which is on our left. Our left is also where Crane is happening. That might be an opportunity for us to exploit the left flank. because he probably can't tackle us as hard. And if he does, he'll get a red card, get ejected. And Crane's already on aggressive for the counterattack. Kind of like this. Nicky dumps it deep to Thomas, who is able to head it over to Kearney, which is good, so we've got control. Back to Kearney. Back to Geegan. Over to Thomas, who moves it up to McGuffey, who's got... Oh my god! That was gorgeous! That was gorgeous! Our little newer player, Craig McGuffey, he's not super young, if I recall correctly. I was just treating him as young. He might be 19, I don't remember. Oh yeah, you can see the rain is definitely coming down. It's definitely coming down. Bam! You know, with the rain coming down, that probably makes it a lot better for a short passing game. All right, passing's got to be harder. Although, you know what? Our pass completions, it was 80%. Still 76%. A hell of a lot better than the other team. 80% again. Probably because even though we don't have an explicit short passing game put in, we still have a lot of people packed in the middle to make a line. Ross Doherty is being drawn away from his position doing instructions man mark. I know! No, that's okay, though. Yeah. No, that's fine. What happened to Gary Harkins? No, Gary. What happened? Dude. Okay, you don't have an injury marked. I'm going to keep you in here for now and see if you can shake that off. 62%. Oh, no, he's not moving. You're going to get a medic coming in? Okay, no, he's bouncing back. All right. Good. Still not 100%. Oh, no. Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought for sure we were bowing there. All right. Corner coming in from Jacobs. Harkins sends it away. Biabi is able to pick it up. Back to Jacobs with a big corner to Anderson. Oh, off the top bar and out of play. And a goal kick for us. Holy crap, that was dangerous. But, I mean, we've got instructions to mark Anderson and Biabi, and we're still on a counter mentality, which is a bit more defensive. So, McGuffey, you're the greatest. You're the greatest. I love you. What the heck is going on here? This is fantastic. Craig Moore's just sitting on the bench like, oh my god, they're never going to need me again. And I mean, Thomas is still super good, and I've got him standing a bit further back. That was just gorgeous moves over there. Just really beautiful stuff. Harkins will still need to sub out a little earlier, but so far so good. There's still a lot of time for some drama to happen. Man, it would have been nice if Falkirk hadn't won. Oh, big move to McGuffey, who's not going to be offside here. Oh. A lot easier to defend something like that. There's only one person for the goalkeeper to keep an eye on, but we do still get the corner. McGat's right up there. Doherty wrestles with Dowie. Jacobs is still going to be able to pick it up, but hopefully enough time for all of our people to move back. Looks like that is the case. That looked like a goal kick to me. Ooh. Rigg is in there, stops Kearney from getting ball, but that's okay. Ballatoni sends it deep to McGuffey. Can we get the hat trick from McGuffey? We're destroying. Holy crap. I don't know how... Well, actually, we sort of are exploiting the left flank here. McGuffey's having a game of his life. Game of his life right here. 3 in the first half. Thomas goes down. Jacob tripped him. We get a free kick. Jacob is going to get a yellow card. I think that's their second yellow on the other side. But they're getting a free kick? Maybe it was another play. I don't know. And that's the end of the first match. McGuffey, yes, definitely putting on our show so far. I mean, I'm going to be passionate. I'm very happy with the way things are going. You know, keep it up, Labs. Yes, Labs. Craig McGuffey looks extremely delighted. 9.5 halftime rating. So sick. I mean, it's not him. He's getting it in. And I'm not going to undervalue that, obviously. But the whole team is doing a good job of moving the ball around, which is fantastic. One of the things to consider, though, right, is the offense is the impressive part. But how are we doing on the defense is also a good question. Because if I recall correctly, the possession is very balanced, 50-50 over here. Pass completion is actually also very balanced. And honestly, the other team has won 100% of their tackles versus us only winning 69. They're also winning more headers. So, to me, what this means to me is that individually, their team is playing a lot better than mine. One thing, can I... Okay, if I go to home, Take a look at Queen of the South. And can I compare from here? Comparison. Yeah, value's pretty similar. Again, they're a little bit better, a little more value than us, but that's about it. Well, I don't think there's anything to change tactically. Again, you know, we're so dominant so far that maybe I'd be tempted to go control, but as we tire and as they change their strategy, they will counter what we're doing more. But the important thing is we're still sitting here with a relatively defensive mentality. And that's exactly what I would sort of be thinking here. If Doherty, actually, can we take a look? We can, I'm sure, take a look at your specific stats. Players? What the hell are these? Right, these are all shooting stats, though. Where's the... I want to know how well our defenders are doing. Specifically, I want to know how Doherty is doing. I don't want to know his profile. I want to know how he's doing this match. There's got to be a way to do that. Oh, that's funky. I mean, we could take a look at the tackles and, you know, for me... 23. Yeah, no, he's not even involved that many. Huh. Well, alright, let's just start the second half. That's going to be fine. But, like, I very much wonder, like, how much of it is our strategy, how much of it are players being on top of the ball, how much of it is the offensive part of the strategy, the defensive part of the strategy. Like, I need more information. Lots of players behind them. There was a little bit of a hole there, which scared me a bit, but nothing seemed to come of it. Alright, goal kick here. McGuffey, I think, heads it over. Ooh, no! Goes right over Crane's head. He misses there, misplays the ball. But Doherty, who's, I think, playing well, wrestles the ball away from, what's that? I can't click on him. That's Dobby, yeah. Harkins with a long shot that finds the back of the net. That seemed like just slow, long shot going on there. Oh, disallowed goal. He was offside. Thomas was offside, and I agree. He was. I remember he was quite far forward. Where's our... There we go. Take a look at Thomas over here. Let's grab it a little further back. I guess I could, I can rewind things this way. There we go. So Thomas, right here. Yeah, well, he's definitely offside. Way offside. Boo. Oh, well. It's not a goal. It's disallowed. There we go. But we get a corner out of it, so who knows? Maybe we'll get one after all. Nope. I had no idea what happened to the ball there. Didn't realize the goalkeeper had it. It was just too much of a mess. Couldn't tell who was who. Goalkeeper just dumps it deep. Now, that fact that he's dumping it deep like that, to me, tells me that these guys are actually playing a relatively defensive mentality all of a sudden. I mean, they may have been playing all along, or it might be a reaction to our goals or something like that, which might make it harder for us to score. But if they're playing defensive, we actually might want to move to control. Is that Doherty over here? There goes our clean sheet. Come on, guys. You all get a big bonus to money for that. So we've got Doherty, who's supposed to be on Dobby. There's Doherty here. He's trying to keep an eye on his man. Keep an eye on his man. But, I mean, you're not in a position to intercept, nor are you in a position to block a shot. I don't know what your idea is. I'm telling you to mark. Like, I've got Mark always on here, and I've got you told to be individually marking him. We've got a relatively defensive mentality. Why are you not on top of this guy who you can outrun? You have a higher pace and a higher acceleration. How does that happen? Do you have lower marking? Did something else happen? Wide to Crane. Nice. Oh, McGuffey actually stops the ball. I was expecting a one-time there. Kearney. Okay, no, it gets cleared away. That should be a throw-in for us, though. Good. A lot of definite opportunities over there, though. Whoa! Okay, Harkins is definitely... That's like 2 injuries in a row here. God damn it. Potential knee injury. No! Knee injuries are the worst. All right, Alan Forrest, get in there. I don't remember if there's like a particular variant in this position that you're even happier to play, Mr. Forrest. Looks like advanced playmaker might be the way to go. On attack, do we actually want you to be on attack? I guess that's fine. What I think I'm going to do is bring Crane to slightly more support. And Kearney as well, actually. I'm going to pull you back to support. You're actually more comfortable in that role as well. So we're going to do that. What time is it? 53 minutes in. Okay, so I'm not going to do a second sub yet. Twisted knee. Oh my god. Harkins, you better not be out for a long time. This better be a single game thing. God damn it, Harkins. We need you. We need you. Egan knocks the ball away, but Dobby still got it there. We got a big screen. He's able to shoot around the screen, but Fleming is able to see the opening there. Thank goodness for that. Corners, though. Corners are always really dangerous. They've got a lot of bodies in front of there. I think, yeah, heads it away, so that's going to be a throw-in for them. Luckily, a throw-in, not a corner kick. Makes me feel a lot more secure. People are starting to tire. Mr. McGuffey will probably do a sub for you soon. I mean, you're having a fantastic game. And I guess, you know what? I might actually look more to the midfield or something like that. He's getting tired out because he's doing a lot. So I was like, oh, well, I'll sub him out if he's the most tired. But it's not like we need to score another goal. We just have to stop them from scoring. Oh, they subbed out Bode Biabi and brought in Dean Brotherston, who, if I recall correctly, had actually scored quite a bit for them. So, I mean, we'll tell you to be marked. That's going to be fine. Caleb Tapping is in the middle. We'll leave you be. Yeah, okay. Let's just do this. It's going to be fine. Ooh, no. A free kick there is a little scary. And a yellow card for Kearney. That is ever so slightly terrifying. Okay, I guess we're fine. Luckily, no penalty kick, though. That was it. Oh, Magat keeps it in there. And ball deflects off Magat, so that'll be a goal kick, which is a bit unfortunate. Possession is good. Pass completion is good. Tackles one. They're definitely winning more headers. Geegan keeps it in there. Sends it wide. If Thomas was almost there to be able to grab that and knock it in for the completion, that would have been really nice. Okay. It's definitely time. I'd probably do a pair of substitutes, I think, right now. Again, I'm sort of looking midfield, although, yeah, we can bring in Robbie Crawford here. That's going to be swell. And I'm going to sub Magat here for Ralston, who's actually quite good, too. Did I say Magat? I meant Devlin. I don't remember if I said that or not. Oh, is the other team getting a yellow for something? Or just a warning? We're going to start with a free kick here. There goes our substitutions. So yeah, McGuffey is pretty tired, but understandably so. Still, the second half. I mean, really, we're down 1-0 in the second half. Oh my god. That was almost a one-goal game, and my heart would have started like beating like crazy. This is going to be a corner for them. Again, does not please me very much. Holy crap! What's going on in the second half? Now it's a one-goal game. He might be looking for a comeback. I mean, do we just look to dump the ball out? Do we... See, I mean, you can go more defensive and just look to get the ball out of our area more. Just look to kill 5 minutes. I mean, I don't think turning on an aggressive mode is correct at this point. I don't think shorter passing, anything like that, is the way to go. We could, you know, go harder on the tackles, but I don't think that's correct either. I think I'm going to leave things be rather than overcomplicate things, but Jesus. It's a good thing that McGuffey got 3 in there for us, because otherwise we'd be having a really bad time. Really bad time. That was such a far shot. I think we even got some fingers on there from the goalkeeper, but not enough. I mean, is it that we need to adjust our marking again? You know, to the substitutes that have come in? Hopper, you know, that could be something. It'd be interesting if it carried this over to the positions, but I don't know. And Caleb Tapping was one of them, but... I don't know. Crawford with our own corner. No, McGuffey's going to be able to keep it in. He is definitely wearing down, though. Moves it wide to Crawford. Gets it in the middle. McGuffey still gets his feet on it. Jeez, he's just in there like a dirty shirt all the time. Don't even know what that means. It's an expression my dad uses all the time. I'm like, you know, about like hustling and just getting in there. I don't know what that means. A dirty shirt? Nope, no idea. 3 minutes added time. That's a lot of time. I'd rather not see that on there. Was that just a throw in from the corner? Oh my god, and they've got possession. With 3 minutes to go. Doherty, Ralston, excellent. I mean, we could go on time killing here. Forrest. I'd love to end this with more goal differential. God damn, if that had been a 3-0, that would have put us in a really good position. But what matters now is, if we can get this win, we'll still be tied at 35 points. In second place, well, we'll probably third from goal differentials. Oh, it's a corner for us. And then next week, we play Dunfermline at home. Dunfermline's, I think, the 9th rated team. So we're going to be in a really good position to pick up a win there, hopefully. Ballatoni? No. Good attempt, though. Very good attempt. Minute and a half to go. Plus probably a little bit, tiny bit more time. We are going to keep possession a little bit longer. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, okay, Ralston picks it up. Moves it back to Ballatoni. And it could go into full time wasting, but probably should. Although you can't do that on control. You'd have to go to defensive or more. I don't know. Tell you what, let's do it. Defensive and waste time. Woof! Nice interception there, my big cat. Beautiful interception. And once again, we're on the rally forward. Still not on defensive mentality right now, so it will be still on counter at this point. Nice possession holding. Ooh, Forrest does not complete the pass, but Crawford does. Gets it to Thomas. Back to Forrest, who moves it up, but McGuffey's not able to move through the channels there to pick up the pass. 45 seconds left, plus probably a little bit longer. Nice. Oh. Crane's got it. Moves it up to McGuffey. Although he... Oh, he's offside. I was going to say, just a bit of a first touch failure there. We can't hold on to it. But no, he was just offside. Interesting. All right. It will end any time now. They've got a corner. They'll definitely get a chance to play out this corner before the ref blows the whistle for full time. Can we get the ball out of here? Oh, we hold on. But jeez. Jeez, I will still be happy for them. Like, you know, nice victory. That second half was not entirely pleasing, but Mr. McGuffey, what the hell was that? That was fantastic. You were on fire. Messi wins the golden ball. Gary Harkins is out for 4 to 5 weeks. Oh, I got a hat trick achievement. Excellent. 4 to 5 weeks without Gary Harkins. Well. Yeah, no kidding. I bet you're going to be on the team of the week. Well, that's... I mean, all is not lost, because the fact of the matter is, we do have Alan Forrest. Actually, we've got a couple of options who can play this position. I will be putting Alan Forrest in here for sure, who's most comfortable playing just a little bit more the advanced playmaker on attack, which I think I'm happy with. You know, something like that, that's going to be okay. We do need to bring someone else in. Ideally, someone who can play an attacking midfielder role, which could be Brian Gilmore, but that's just on the right flank. So yeah, we were not really going to have someone who can substitute in for Alan Forrest. Maybe I'll bring in Gilmore. Can you play central attacking? Yeah, I mean, not super comfortable, but I think we'll just have to do that. And that'll be the way that it is. Now again, Alan Forrest, if we are playing him, he's actually very happy playing on the right. It's like... What if we sort of flip this around a little, put you on this side as the advanced forward? Oops, not target man. Advanced forward. Advanced forward. Attack. Oh, it just wasn't updating the screen properly. And put you on the... Still keep you in this sort of false 9 kind of position. That's fine. Footedness matters a little bit here. You prefer the right foot, which actually means you probably should be on the left. Actually, I think that matters more when you're talking about distance. I think when you're close up, the footedness isn't the exact same. But I mean, that's not substantially different. It's a little bit different to do it this way. If we did this, I know it feels quite asymmetrical, but play you as an inside forward. You're a little less comfortable with this role. But the thing about an inside forward means that when they've got the ball, they cut inside. So you hang out a little bit wider and then cut in. And to me, honestly, I know it's like looks asymmetrical, but really we're just asking Forrest to play a little further out to the right. Meanwhile, you've still got Crane pushing up to the left. And when Forrest has got the ball, he will still move in. It looks a little silly, but it's not a significant difference. I suppose I don't explicitly have to tell him to play an inside forward. Well, I sort of do, because his long shots still suck, right? So if we're playing him more as a straight-up winger, you do a lot of crossing, which, if I recall, Forrest, it's not... Oh, I guess I can see your stats from this page, can't I? Crossing's not really your thing. Like, it's interesting that you're so comfortable in this position. You can't cross. You can pass very well, and to a certain extent, I guess, it's one and the same. And if we're still saying low crosses, like, I'm wondering if that works out well. It is silly that I feel like the inside forward... Okay, playmaker is still... It's actually crossed less often. Oh, maybe that'd be the way to do it. Inside forward is also crossed less often, but he's not very comfortable with it. Well, no, it's about the same level of comfort. I don't know if it makes much of a difference. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. It's roughly the same, but it might be a slightly better use of Forrest. I'm not sure. If I do that to put you in the middle, it's exactly the same, right? Yeah. It's exactly the same, but I feel like this might be slightly less clumpy with Thomas. Encourage Forrest to be slightly right, Thomas slightly left, or the other way around. I mean, the setup I had before was basically exactly the same. Where we swap these two. Tell you to be, again, false 9, and tell you to be the advanced forward or poacher. Regardless, it's 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. But I think not having Forrest be slightly more left is probably a good way to go. And this is not a very big change, because people are going to move around significantly once we start. So there's that. Well, we'll put a cut in here. Next match is going to be against Dunfermline. Almost it's going to be at home against a weaker team. We'll be going with control mentality anyway, but I think this is the sort of layout we're going to go with. I guess Doherty doesn't have to be that far back, which means we're going to be playing more something like this. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. See you next time.